Oh wait, I have to get my stuff.
Your character sheet.
Yeah.
And now we are live with episode 7x7, also known as episode 49.
Huzzah.
So that's pretty cool. We've made it to another square episode.
Yeah.
Yep. Who wants to go to the math plane?
No.
Joke's on you, they're all the math plane.
Gosh.
As a mathematician, I refuse.
They're all math planes.
No, they're not.
Math applies everywhere.
That's not what that means.
Then what would you consider the math plane to be?
I don't know. You have to solve an equation to do legitimately anything. Like, actively solve an equation.
I get it. You want to go to a plane where the principles of Euclidean geometry no longer apply.
Actually,
Oh,
you know what? If
gosh.
you want to if you want to design a hyperbolic geometry map, I'm down with that. H2 by E1. I'm down.
Yep. So, who wants to give the recap of what happened last time?
Well, we came back. And we did stuff in the tree, and we still need to go get our piece of paper that vets us to go get the plane from the people in Willowsbrook. But I got a tattoo, so I can do a type of alchemy permanently. And Thitch went and learned some new throwing style.
Do you just not take notes at all?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, never.
You said you were going to start doing that.
I did, and then I didn't do it.
Did you forgot to write down a reminder to take notes?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Chris, you want to add anything?
Okay, so I went to go with martial arts guy. I learned something new. Was my wand upgraded?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I forget, what could I do again now?
You
can
can
do
now
Druidcraft
cast
now.
Druidcraft in addition to Prestidigitation.
Not at the same
Oh,
time
yes.
though.
Oh man. Oh well. But yeah, I got that upgraded, and then I also got something with the monk friend. Oh, throwing? Oh.
Yes.
What was it?
Yes, you learned a throwing technique.
Yes.
Basically, that
Basically,
lets
yeah.
you grapple as an action and then basically move someone as a bonus action if you expend ki.
Oh yeah. So now I can move stuff.
Even more efficiently.
Basically, shooter. I am now more efficient than Earthmover at moving Earth.
I didn't say that. Perhaps at moving Earth elementals, but
Yeah. Wait, can I use move element to literally just shove an elemental out of my way?
I mean, I guess.
can't you just use shape? Can you use the shape water cantrip to like move around the waters in someone's inside?
I would say no, because typically magic restricts things between living and non-living things.
Okay. Blood bending.
Yeah,
As a
blood
cantrip.
bending doesn't tend to actually. Isn't there some hemo something spell? No, there's not. I'm thinking of a completely different system.
I mean, there's hold person.
Hmm.
True.
Okay, now we're getting a little off topic. Unless we're
The issue is if you could affect the water inside someone's body, you could use shape water or whatever that one is to literally freeze someone's brain.
so what I'm hearing is that if Earthmover dies, you're gonna make a waterbender.
No, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out.
So anyway, we last left off. You guys are right now in your in room. Geralt said he had to go hasta la bye bye. He walked into his room. That was 1 minute ago.
Oh dang.
I thought he left the tree already.
No, you guys are
Yeah.
still inside.
No, I thought Geralt left.
How is he gone? Wait, is he gone, or is he just went into the room?
You don't know. You saw from your perspective. You just saw him walk into his room.
All right. Is it still the day that we just got our stuff, or do we like?
You finished with the dungeon 1 week ago.
Okay, yeah, we should go get the vetting from the druids and head out.
Well, remember you already got your passport.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you never did check out the library.
Oh yeah, go in there and try and find some more information on elemental transmutation.
Yep. And you also need to figure out how you're going to transport that barrel of wine.
Yeah,
Bag of holding.
we don't have one, do we? Yeah, no, yes we do. Of course. Jeez, my brain today. Would the zombies drink it?
No.
Is that something we need to be concerned about?
No.
To the best of your knowledge, they don't drink anything.
They don't drink my alcohol. They would never drink their master's alcohol.
Can we fit the barrel into the mouth of the bag?
That's the question we were looking for.
How wide's the opening?
I think 5 feet in diameter is an official bag of holding.
Right.
That sounds right, because that's the size of a square on a battle map.
How big is the barrel again?
A little wider than you, I'd imagine. And you're a small race, so maybe?
Oh, dang.
Drew's looking up how big wine casks are.
No, I'm looking
Hold
at
on.
how big the bag
I'll
of
be right
holding
back.
is.
Oh.
The mouth is 2 feet in diameter.
2 feet, okay.
So no, you
It's
cannot
5
fit the
feet
barrel
deep.
of wine in there.
Time to pull the old flower trick.
Just pick it up.
Just tie a harness for it and stick it on my
Because
back.
remember, you still need to get out of the Feywild.
Yes. It beats dragging it, barely.
What? You're gonna get a dragon to carry it?
No. Maybe. I don't think there are fey dragons in the tree. Actually, fair point. We should see if there's anyone that can like take us to the edge of the Feywild in a carriage,
Okay.
because that would be a lot safer if there's someone that's actually used to being in the Feywild that can take us.
Yep. So, you're gonna be wrapping up things here. You're gonna check out of the Sigil Wheel Inn.
Yeah, we already got all our stuff out of the container. Yes,
So you did indeed take everything out.
I assume so.
Okay.
Certainly would have upon checkout.
Okay. So you're not going to take advantage of the remaining 53 days of your storage.
Oh, is that how long we had?
Yeah, he sells it in 60-day intervals.
Oh, do we know when we would next be able to access one? I guess we can ask if there's one where we're going.
Yep.
The first place we're probably okay. Thitch, do you figure we should go to the water temple's probably the closest option? Should we go there first,
Right.
or should we go to the to Willowsbrook first?
I forget.
'Cause-
What's our next objective? Are we trying to go for the next stone already? Or...
Right, so we theoretically have access to the gem, the Fey gem in Willowsbrook, whenever it is we want to go
Yeah.
over there. So the question is, do we want to go get that since we know we can get that now, or do we want to go see about the water temple and since we have guaranteed access to that one later?
We have guaranteed access. We should.
Focus on the
Grab
ones
it
we don't
later?
know about. Yes, yeah.
And I just want to point out that geographically we established that Thitch is from the country of Hybron, which is kind of near where this map indicates the temple, a sunken structure is that contains the water gem.
Okay.
Okay. We are there. We could go to Willowsbrook just to ask, but
No,
I mean,
if
would
we're
it
if we're
hurt?
gonna go in any direction, that's probably may just as well go do that. Especially considering it's tied to you in any meaningful way. So we're gonna have an
Yeah.
easier time. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ask the guy at or who was it? The person at the Sigil Will Inn that was
Ralph is the not curator, manager. Yeah.
yeah,
Ah.
clerk.
So are you leaving?
Yes. Do you know where? And I guess I'll go ahead and pull out the map, and point to it. Do you know where around here there is another Sigil Wheel Inn?
So basically, what this map is basically kind of like a rough sea chart, and the islands. There's the island country of Alnig, and then about half the size of it, there's the country of Hybron, which is sort of to the west of it, and then there's like a large body of
Uh-huh.
well, a moderate-sized body of water in between the two of them, and this map kind of indicates that it's somewhere in there, in that body of water between the two countries.
Oh, so it doesn't have any land mass
Right.
on it.
Yeah, like the way it seems to be indicated, it appears to be underwater.
Okay. Well then I guess
Interesting.
near either of those two countries, or in either of those two countries.
Well, yes, we have a few locations in both of these, especially in. Well, here, let me check my locations in Alneg. Yes, in the. There should be several. One in the city of Silver Crown, that's the capital. Then there's also Gold Trust, which is the economic center. Um. Then there also appears to be one in Copperville. That town also contains a school for necromancy magic, if you have any interest in that,
Oh.
Not at the moment.
as well as in the city of Zinkton, which has a school for conjuration magic.
Might be a little more applicable.
Yeah.
Are any of those near the coast?
Um.
Hmm.
Let's see now. Zinkton is on the water. Copper. Um. And then in the north, which seems to be a bit further away from where you're headed, is Gold Trust. That's in the very northern part of the country, and he kind of points to the top of it.
So I guess Zinkton's probably going to be our best bet if we're going to do Almeg.
Yep.
Sound.
Is
How?
Go ahead, Chris.
No, you go ahead.
If do we have like access to a world map as well that we can compare where this location is to those two countries?
Yeah.
Like which country is this closer to?
Okay, so right now you are in Galais, and if you go basically straight north from Cape Salas, you'll reach Alneg.
Okay. And then
And the best that could actually there's actually yeah, you could yeah, that'll lead you directly there. You probably wouldn't know of any like what the direct routes are like though.
okay. Um yeah, I guess we can go ahead and do that then. And that Almeg's the gnomish country?
Let's see. No, Alnig is humanoid, or human
Okay.
rather. They're all pretty much everyone in this continent is humanoid, and then Hybrin is halfling.
Okay. Yeah, I guess 'cause I would have a terrible time trying to spend extended periods of time in a halfling country.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess Almeg's probably a better option, just for convenience of the fact that I'm large.
Yep. Okay.
So did you say it was Zinkton?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, cool. You're writing something down.
No, I'm not writing anything down.
Typing?
No.
Memorizing?
Yes.
You are so Socratian.
Socratic.
Well, I'm... And then I guess that makes me Aristotle.
It's times like these when I wish I actually paid attention to which philosophers didn't like each other.
Aristotle, he was the rival of the Mashy Spike Plate. Holmes
All I know is
versus...
Diogenes hated all of them.
Yep.
That's all I really
Holmes-
care about.
Diogenes.
What a
Holmes
legend.
versus
No,
Moriarty.
well, okay. The only person he liked was himself.
But yeah, but he didn't get really... I don't know that he actually considered himself a philosopher. He considered himself a follower of cynicism, which isn't technically a branch of philosophy.
Well, sort of, yes and no.
It's less philosophical than other branches of philosophy.
It's more
Anyway.
about doubt, and yes, doubt is part of philosophy
Yeah, but I mean,
because that's
what,
where Nietzsche and not
Yeah.
Nietzsche. Who is it? Let me see. Who is that guy who doubted everything? He said, "Cogito ergo sum."
I think therefore I am. I don't remember.
Forget that guy, but doubt is a part of philosophy.
Anyway,
So, where were we?
I guess on our way to Zincta. So yeah, it's gonna take us less than 53 days to get there, right?
In all likelihood.
That doesn't bode well.
Hey, I mean, the guy in Castaway was only on that
How long should
island.
it take?
What?
How long should it take?
Okay,
Reasonably.
let's see now. That is the wrong map. Galay. You are right now in the fabulous 50-mile wood.
Right.
Oh,
We're in like the middle of
50
50
acre
acre
center.
wood.
Let's see now.
50 acre wood.
100-acre wood.
Probably take you another
100 acre wood. There we go.
Probably take you another day to get out of it. If you were to leave soonish. Actually, is it the evening now? No, it's probably morning still. Okay,
I don't know.
so
Isn't
yeah.
the Feywild slightly tainted by the time doesn't flow like you expect it to of the Fey?
Well, you've also basically been inside for a week straight.
That's yeah.
So
We don't have any sunlight idea.
let's see now. And we've assumed that you move about, what, 20 miles a day on average?
That sounds right.
So then... Let's see now. That is another 100. So, yes, it'll take you... looks like another... we established... Yeah, because it'll take you a day to get out of there, so then... 1, 2, 3, about between 5 and 6 days to get to Cape Salas.
Yeah, okay.
Although
Way
then
under
again,
the
actually,
53.
with Geralt gone, that's going to decrease the strain on the horse carriage, right? So you might make it
Yeah.
a little faster.
Yes.
So not an exceptional amount of time, certainly.
No.
So yeah, I feel comfortable leaving some of the valuables, especially the Earth Gem here and
Okay.
the chest.
Yes, and you said you also wanted to find an escort out of the... At least...
Yeah, if we could find a carriage out of the Feywild, someone that would take us to the edge of the Feywild.
Don't we? Wait, hold up. What happened to our carriage?
What's his name? Billy is taking care of it.
Where is he again? Outside the
He's at the outside of the wood. He's on the other side. He was meeting us on the other
okay.
side of the branch.
I wonder how he is.
Probably wondering why it's taken us like 2 weeks.
And then there's
The
Billy.
time skip.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's probably sitting there like, I wonder if they die.
Yep. Alright, 3 more days. I give him 3 more days, then I'm going home.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so if it's not going to take 2 months to get out of here, then yeah, I say we go ahead and at least leave the Earth Gem, and what else would make sense to leave that we don't want to lose? The passport?
Might make more sense to carry that with you, just in case you run into trouble,
Yeah, that's fair
or
enough.
if you make allies with a powerful person.
Yeah.
True.
That's probably all we. Wait a minute. How big's the chest?
Let's see now. I can actually give you some exact dimensions for once. It is 3 feet by 2 feet by 2
Hey!
feet. What?
Nothing.
How big is it?
It is 12 cubic feet.
Okay, it's a 3x2x2.
Yep.
Okay.
No, it's 4 by 3 by 1.
4x3x0 by 1. Sorry.
Yep.
That makes sense. That's fine. 4x3x1.
Yeah, you're only storing liquids, right?
No,
The shape of the container.
it's a
doesn't matter.
sphere. So yeah, 3x2x2. So definitely can't throw the wine cask in there either.
Nope.
Drew, I know where the 10-gallon keg of orc alcohol is.
Where?
It's on the carriage.
Where?
On our carriage.
Wait, remember, you found that in Minneltown.
Long before we had it. Yeah. So I've been carrying it since then, but
Well,
since we had a carriage.
Here, tell you what. If you want, we can not backtrack. What's that term? Retcon. That you left it in Minneltown, and then you picked it up the last time you were there.
That makes sense. That's fine.
That's much more reasonable than you carrying it through the Echoed Mountains.
I'm getting strong. I'm getting swole.
Okay, boost your strength score by -1.
What?
You pulled a muscle.
What? What?
Wah, wah,
Nah.
wah.
So yeah, it's on the carriage by now, certainly.
Yep.
So we're basically replacing. We're slowly going to replace Geralt with a giant store of alcohol.
Yep. Are you just gonna? Oh. So
We're
this
gonna
is
make a
like the
traveling
world's
bar.
most confusing food truck.
Yes. We've got roast frog. And all the different kinds of alcohol you could possibly imagine. That's amazing. So yeah. So if we're gonna leave our stuff there, or at least the elemental, the earth gem for sure.
Okay.
I don't know what else. I think that's probably all we need to leave
And
in there.
by the way, speaking of the Earth Gem, you suddenly hear Maria's voice ringing in your head.
Oh.
Oh no.
Earthmover. The gem will boost your earthen magic. Take time to bond with it. Historically, gems used in other artifacts. Mystic Hammer made a great pickaxe.
They're like less deadly infinity stones that require attunement.
Oh my gosh.
All right, bet. I don't. I know exactly what weapon I want to put that into. If I'm going to attach it to a weapon or make it a conduit of power, it's definitely going into Bone Crusher. Imagine having an elemental gem stuck out of a weapon made literally out of transmuted humanoid bones.
I cast Earthquake.
Jeez, that's okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take it out with me and just kind of stare into it longingly as we walk around, I guess.
Yep.
However, it is that attunement works. You have to pay attention to it for an hour. I'm assuming that's what the bonding she's referring to is.
Okay, so you also... Do you want to check out the Druidic Library?
Yes.
Okay, and Thitch, do you want to do anything else in the tree?
I want to drink. Maybe once inside the tree. One more time inside the tree.
You just share like a glass together.
Yeah.
Let's have a round.
Yeah, actually, Ralph, he's gonna say, here, these are complimentary for our exquisite guests. You may borrow these, and he produces 2 wine glasses.
Hey.
They're empty.
Oh.
You can borrow 2 wine glasses to do your toast with.
Nice.
How wonderful.
Clink.
All right.
What do
I'll
you
keep
toast to?
these. Huh?
Oh, what do you toast to?
Man, can't
No more body switching.
Yes.
Yeah, you hear that,
To-
Disney? Stop making body swap movies. You make too many Freaky Fridays.
That's not even the worst of it. Then you've got all the twin swaps. They made so many clones of the exact same formula movie where it's like, I don't like my life. Twins separated at birth. Let's switch places because our ideal versions of life happen to be each other's lives. Oh wait, these suck. I want to go back.
Yep.
It's like Air Bud, but less compelling.
Oh wow, Airbud! I haven't heard about that movie in a while.
Haven't heard that name in a long time.
Anyway, enough taking the mick out of Disney movies. We're gonna get a cease and desist.
Yep. So, you guys are
To
gonna
the
head to the
library.
library?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for more books on alchemy.
Let's see now. This library is going to be... Yeah, so this is gonna be on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
Yep, which is where
All right.
a lot of the places of study and services are.
Okay.
Yeah, and so this room, you enter it, and the whole thing, it almost looks like the walls appear to be like made of leaves, and they're letting in sunlight.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, from all directions, and the bookshelves, they seem to be growing almost like out of branches from the tree.
That's fantastic.
Yep. Yes, and a woodland spirit kind of appears before you and says, "Hello. How can I serve you today?"
You can serve me with wine. No, I'm kidding. I'm
sorry.
kidding.
I must ask that you do not consume any food or beverages within the library.
Aw. So I can only consume books and knowledge.
Yes,
Don't
in the
consume
sense
the
that you're
books.
reading them. Please do not actually eat the books.
Oh, I wasn't gonna eat it. Pulls out a blender. I was gonna drink it.
Yep. By the way, I am legally required to disclose that some of these books are made out of a material that is deadly if eaten. Otherwise, yours should be fine.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ask. Do you have any books on any form of alchemy, really?
Alchemy? You mean like potion making, or the study
No,
of matter?
like study of elements and changing one thing into another.
Yes, we have some books on the nature of the cycles of matter. But tell me, what is it in specific that you seek, and what do you already think you know?
Me trying to. So I already own.
You own a chemistry textbook. You own a chemistry textbook.
Is that what it is? On the basis of matter?
Yep.
Okay. So I know that there are many elements that they come together to form other things.
Yes.
And I practice transmutation alchemy, so I have a relatively decent grasp on how it is that different things are interconnected and interact with each other through that kind of mechanism.
Yes.
I guess I'm specializing in earth transmutation as per my whole background and everything else. So specifically earth transmutation.
Okay.
or alchemy surrounding Earth-based things.
I want to look up books. I don't know. Am I able to upgrade my wand by just reading, or what? Am I not allowed to do that?
Not exactly, but if you are interested in multi-classing, you could consider this maybe like the bases of your studies into another class. Like, are you interested in
Okay.
taking any levels as a druid or a ranger,
No, just,
wizard, cleric,
druid,
anything like
not
that?
really. I kind of want to stay monk, but I don't mind getting a little stronger.
Like, what kind of information are you seeking out from the library?
I guess if I can't find any techniques for monks or any things that could help me with spells for that, I guess I'll just look up more about the gems.
Okay. So you're gonna try looking into the planar gems? That can work.
Yeah. Oh wait, we should probably research on the enemy. What in the world's could possibly going on? I don't know if I'm allowed to. If there's any way I can look into that.
Yes. So, tell you what, this would actually have made more sense for. We're gonna say. I'm assuming that you guys have like spoken to the druids at least a few times over the past week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then
Yeah.
this is basically just gonna be a flashback scene, and the druids they're just kind of telling you guys that they've been doing their own sort of divining and magical searching, and they have been able to tell you that a grave threat is coming for the multiverse.
Oh my.
That it seems to be sending out emissaries to seek out the planar stones to help it sort of achieve a physical state in this world, but that the gems could also be used to repel it back out of this world.
Huh.
That's basically what they've been able to devise.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with that information.
Well, you have a better idea of what it is the threat is from there. Some.
That's true. Okay, so I guess. Can you repeat that one more time, Drew?
Yes. So the druids, they've basically been able to determine that there's some sort of otherworldly force that's trying to get, like, very much a foothold in the prime material world. And that in order to do that,
Okay.
it's seeking out emissaries to collect the planar gems for it.
Oh no. Okay. No, I'm just metagaming right now. Hold up. Is that what Geralt? Oh, please don't tell me you're doing that. Oh god. Anyways, yeah. I guess I'll look into the powers of the planar gems. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll keep doing that.
Okay. So, Earthmover, you are actually able
Yep.
to retrieve a book that's titled The Cycles of the Energies of the World by Ahmed Sky Opal.
Okay.
Yeah, and so as you read through this book, it's kind of talking about the interconnectedness of nature, circle of life stuff, about how, we eat animals that ate plants, and when we die, we go on to, become to feed the plants, and talking about how everything forms into a giant flowing circle, and very much alchemy is just moving things along in that circle at a rate that's more useful to your own measures.
Weaponizing the circle of life.
Yep, very much so. Yeah, and it talks about some of the principles about how nature follows equivalent exchange just as much as any alchemist does.
Right.
Yep. And it's also seems that there's some mentioning of some alchemists that are that try to get around it somehow by having like an external power source. Like he has some notes there about some tales that he's heard.
Okay.
Yep. About not necessarily needing all the ingredients there if you can bring something in the form of a sort of meta ingredient that can become anything, like a wild card.
Like a transmutation stone?
He doesn't really specify what it might be, it's just kind of rumors that he's heard, and you realize that this book was written well over 100 years ago.
Okay. I wonder if I could use the Earth Gem to catalyze things like that for Earth-specific tasks. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and so then Thitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're looking
Roll
for
d20.
yeah.
or
So
no.
the spirit, the woodland spirit, asks you. So, what information do you seek?
I wish to research something about the planar gems and their effect.
Yes, we have some information related to the gems of the plains, and it is my understanding that the druids have approved for you to seek this out. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you actually find a book entitled... let me check my notes. Yeah, and actually go ahead and roll me either like make an investigation check, because there's like a couple books, because very few people have actually written on the stones in and of themselves as like extant items, but there's been a lot of research into various related concepts.
Okay. Let me see. Trying to. I rolled a. Hold on.
And roll with advantage, because she's helping you.
Advantage.
Yep.
11, 17. Investigations, you say?
Yes.
+1.
Yep.
So 18.
Okay. Yeah, so you are able to find a sort of a book of what seems to be one part history and one part lore, one part fairy tale, by known as the Arcane Fragment by Agnes Elfport. And she is a halfling like you who tells the story in the land of Hybren about how there was once a halfling who sailed out across the sea and landed in the arcane plane, and was able to basically forge from its mere essence a stone that was an effective simulacrum of the whole plane itself, and he brought it back with him. And so this book kind of categorizes a bunch of different tales of, through the ages, different great kings, wizards, scholars who have all used and fought over the stone.
Yeah. Huh. It doesn't say what they were trying to do with them, right?
There's all sorts of different things that it was used for. It seems that it can boost sort of general arcane magic, so wizardly stuff. And there, but the last tale in the book is actually about a traveler from a land of Falun who came to Hybren. He defeated the king who was using it in a duel and took the stone back with him. And that was the last time that it was heard of. and no one knows where the traveler went after that.
Okay. To a different realm or plane.
So based on that, you're probably able to glean that if anyone knows anything about the arcane gem, it's probably people who live in Hybron.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, I guess we can go to Hybrid. That's an option.
Yeah, because that is near where you're heading anyway.
Hold on.
Yeah, so right now you guys know where 3 gems are, and you have a lead and a half to get more information on the others. And you're in possession of 1.
We have direct access to 1. We're in possession of another.
Yeah.
We know where a third is. We know how to ask for 2 more.
Yeah, so you know that the elves have 1, and you also know that there's 1 in the gnomish city
The
of
Water
Cloudforge.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't have that one written down.
Yeah, that was the information they got when they were on the memory quest in the
That's why.
memory vault.
That's why. I've only written down the ones I've been present for.
Yeah.
That'll
So
be
then
it.
the solid lead is with the Sphinx, and then the half a lead is in Hybron.
Oh, we have the map to the water temple too.
Yes.
Also the monk cave.
You didn't necessarily know if that was related to this quest, but you did know that you wanted to check that place out just to see what was there.
Yeah, that's a half lead. Oh, that's true. The Gypsy Sphinx will know. The
Yeah.
monk cave might know.
Yes.
And then what was the dwarven where?
You already have the dwarves stone. That's the earth stone.
What were you? Okay, okay, that's the one we've already got.
Yes, the halflings had the arcane stone, according to that
Oh.
tale.
Okay, okay.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so where were we? My mom had asked, and then I stopped the process.
You're still in the Great Tree.
Okay. And you said Hadron? No. I think Hadron Collider, sorry.
What? A particle accelerator?
Yeah.
No, you don't have one of those.
But yeah. So I thinking back on based off of all the enemies we were fighting for the planar gems, it's like, what in the world are they using it for? So I just don't know. I'm trying to see if there's like a giant enemy or something.
Yeah. And Andreas, go ahead and roll me a history check.
Okay.
You want me to roll a history check as well? No.
Yeah, you were there for this. You can roll as well.
That's my history.
I'm not getting it.
That's a 19.
Yeah, so with the 19, you actually do remember that M, he didn't know that there was going to be the planar gem in the planar vault.
Okay.
Yeah, he thought that it would be a direct portal to the Earth plane.
To the Earth plane.
Yes, and you remember hearing him talking about how it was his goal to just leave.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I able to find anything else interesting or useful in the library along the same line?
Well, if you want to keep reading through that one book, it does talk a bit about the history of alchemy and various ways that it's been used over time.
Okay.
About how one theory about how the Stone Crown mountain range was formed was a team of alchemists. That's that ring of
That's the one that
mountains.
surrounds the capital.
Yep. That, according to legend, was formed out of the Everdeep Canyon.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, another one says that perhaps a group of alchemists trained in the ways of water were able to use that to basically just move across the ocean during the Age of Exploration.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yes, and then he also does seem to have a couple notes about someone considered to be the god of alchemy, who became so powerful that he was able to deal in the souls of other people.
Jeez.
Yep. Yeah, but this book, it really does seem to be more of a journal, not necessarily like a like an explanatory textbook. Like, it feels like it was just written for his own sake. So a lot of things are just kind of like just sort of like half notes or references that maybe only he understood.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, like on page 87 it says remember to pick up milk. Okay, and Thitch, you gonna look for any more information?
I guess I'm just gonna look for a history book on the planar gems then. Like, where have they been used before, or something like that.
Yeah, okay, so like I said, you're probably not going to be able to necessarily find books titled about the gems themselves, but you might
Well,
be able
that's
to
why I'm
find
mostly
something
looking for a history
relate
book on major events in history, because I'm sure
such as like I get where
any
you're
great
going with this,
wars.
but it's
Because I'm
not like
assuming these planar
but
gems are a big deal.
yeah,
So
because you're
there
not
must
going
have
to be
been
able to
like a
find like an
war.
all-inclusive history book with every event ever. Those exist, just not here.
Right. Huh.
For some things you might
All
want to
right.
look into, there's well, think about where you know the gems are or suspect them to be, and perhaps you can look up information related to that.
Right. Okay. What was that gnome place? Not gnome.
No, yeah, it was Nomish, the city of Cloudforge.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to look up history books about that.
Okay, so yeah, you're probably able to find some notes on the country of. I have too many tabs open. That's not the name of the country. Of the country of Panip, and you actually are able to find what looks to be a pretty up-to-date atlas of it. And as you're looking through it, you find a city that's labeled Cloudforge, but there doesn't seem to be any indication that it's flying. It just seems to be a regular city, based on all the information that's there, just a regular city in the middle of the country.
Okay.
Yeah, and it says that it supposedly got that name because there used to be a cloud giant that lived there.
A cloud giant.
Yes, and according to ancient legend, it was sort of the one that passed on the secrets of tinkering and smith work to the gnomes when they first settled in that area.
Uh-huh. Right, okay.
Yeah, but also this book tells you that, in recent years the gnomes have become more and more sort of seclusive. So it is possible that there's a floating city there and they just don't tell people about it.
All right, I guess I could. Let's just. I'll meet up with Earthmover and discuss what I have found
Okay.
and possibly suspect.
All right. So what do you suspect?
One, there may be a connection between our enemy and the planar gems, and they might want to do something with that. I don't know. That's just me. Two, we might be able to find another planar gem somewhere, and forget the name of the city. Sorry,
Cloudforge. You already knew that.
Podforge.
Yeah, but you already knew that there was likely a gem there powering the forges.
No, but like maybe more connections to other gems.
Oh,
there.
okay.
Okay. Well then, I guess if the Cloudforge is in the Halfling country.
Mm-hmm.
No, Cloudforge is in the Nomish country.
Okay.
Oh,
So then I guess that's another one to add to the list of things to go pick up. Although they're going to be really resistant to let go of something if it's a big source of their power.
Yeah.
maybe we can help them go on a different source of power.
Yeah.
Yeah, alternative energy.
I mean,
We'll
based
teach
on
them
your
how to make
current,
nuclear reactors.
based on your current route, you'll probably already have like 2 gems to their 1, so that puts you at an advantage.
Is that how that works?
We'll fight for them.
Well, think about it. You'll have the water gem and the earth gem, so that beats the fire gem, right?
Earth loses to water, but fire... No, they both lose to water.
Well, yeah, but water and earth can put out fires.
Sorry, yeah, they've got fire. So water beats fire. Earth and fire are neutral.
Yeah.
Right.
Going on Pokemon, calling Earth rock.
Yeah. I mean, there's a ground type and a rock type.
Oh, are they separate?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't play Pokemon.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, if that's another, I'm gonna go ahead and write that one down. It's like the only thing I take note on is where are the objectives?
Well, that's something.
Do we know what gem that might be?
The fire gem.
Fire, right, yeah. Okay. So we know explicitly where 4 gems are then.
Which 4?
The water gem, the Fey gem, the arcane gem, and the fire gem.
Well, you don't necessarily know where the arcane gem is.
We know it's in the Halfling country.
I mean, I can't tell you what conclusions to draw.
Okay. That's our current assumption.
Okay.
I'm gonna be really salty if it's back in that Halfling castle that got taken to the Fey realm. Just sitting in a chest somewhere.
Yep. Well, you're not going to believe this, but we hid it in a barrel of wine a couple hundred years ago, and then the whole castle disappeared.
Oh my gosh.
We have that barrel.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, it turns out this wine is just liquid planar gem.
I mean, drink some of it. All right, so we're going to the water gem now.
Yep.
And then I guess while we're in that area, So the water temple, and then there's that human country, and then the halfling country that are right there on either side of the body of water we're trying to get to.
Yeah.
So when we're done with our business in, I promise. Wait, hang on. You sent us a map. I should use that in Alnig. So once we're done in Alnig, if we go to, how's that pronounced? Hibron?
Hybrid, yes.
Hybron. Then we can go see if the arcane gem is there while we're in the area.
Okay.
So yeah, I say we head on off to see if we can't get a carriage out of the woods.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna check out with the druids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be 2 more flights back up the stairs. But this time, all the guards know you, so they just wave you on through.
Yeah.
Yep. They
These
don't even make you
people
go
are
through the
apparently
metal
important because they keep being allowed in.
detector. Yeah. You don't have to go through the metal detector.
I mean, is that good or bad?
Well, do you have any metal on you?
Did they let through?
I always have metal on me.
Yeah.
Got like 3 swords, a dagger, a trowel, a frying pan.
Okay. Yeah, and so they've sort of so they've still convened up there, and they say, "Yes, what can we do for you today, Earthmover and Thitch? Is your Dragonborn friend not joining us?"
He's already made his way off as far as we're aware.
Okay.
He said he had other businesses to attend to, but we will.
Well, that would explain the unregistered portal that opened up.
Oh.
Yes, we keep tabs of all planar travel in and out of the tree, and about an hour ago, a mysterious portal opened up. We've been running a full-scale investigation.
Oh,
That's
no.
that's probably it. That's
Well, as long as he didn't... Well, as long as he went through customs, I'm sure we're fine.
oh boy. Anyway, we're going to be taking our leave. Do you know if there's anywhere where we can get a carriage ride out of the Feywilds to just make sure we don't get killed by anything in the woods?
Oh, I think we can do one better than that. And the chief druid, he approaches you and says, "Okay, so go down to the second basement, and he writes something down on a piece of paper. Give this to Mokhtar."
Okay. Do you have anything else that you need us to do before we take our leave?
"Oh, we thank you for everything you've done, and we hope that if you're in the area again, you'll come visit us."
If we survive the forest, we'll be sure to do so.
Don't worry. Once you're out of the Feywild, this forest is really quite safe. Most of the animals won't attack unless provoked.
I guess
Never
that's good.
mind.
Yep. Hey, who knows? Perhaps you'll be lucky and you'll encounter some giant toads.
Huh.
They are some of the friendliest creatures out there as long as you don't antagonize them.
Oh.
And then
Yeah.
and then one of the other druids chimes in, "Although I do hear that they're quite delicious if you have to eat them."
Have to, yeah. In any case, thank you very much for everything. I guess we'll be going on down to the basement then.
Yep. And so, yeah, you're able to go down that sort of giant center spiral staircase down. You make it, down, I guess 6 floors to what would be the first basement, and that's sort of where it sort of stops off. It seems that you can't get to the second basement quite from here, but where you are seems to be a large open area.
Okay.
So where you are specifically, it's actually a massive underground complex, and something that immediately takes you by surprise is that your eyes are suddenly hit with what almost seems like sunlight.
Oh?
Yes, and once you start to adjust and you blink the light out of your eyes effectively, you realize that this is caused by a series of what appear to be sun lamps all across this underground area, because this is a gigantic farm.
Oh.
Yes, there's a massive farming complex that seems to stretch for a few miles in every direction.
Wow. Um, is there any signage that would direct us to the second basement?
You don't see anything too directly, but everything seems to be well laid out and organized, and there do seem to be some signs that are pointed to sort of the farm overseers and management division.
Um, yeah, I guess if the way down isn't over there, we can ask them for directions. So,
So yeah, you pass all sorts of plots, and you see people just kind of cheerily at work of all various races, growing all sorts of like. So there's normal food that you see all the time, like carrots and potatoes and cabbage, but also some strange things that you've never quite seen before. Like there's these orange fungi with pink and purple spots that people seem to be harvesting. There's all sorts of strange plants growing leaves in various shapes. Yes, some plants that seem to be moving around that people are sort of grooming and tending to. You see cacti, trees, bushes, you name it. Yeah, and you actually hear some people having a heated argument about what's the safest way to harvest a certain type of plant. You know, dude, maybe since we're uncertain, we should go ask someone that knows better. Nah, we could probably figure this out ourselves.
ha, OSHA, hard at work.
Yep. Yeah, and that one in particular, they seem to be, it's what almost looks like an orange tree, except, you know, instead of being orange, it's yellow with red spots on it. And so, yeah, after traveling for a while, you get to the signs eventually point you to what seems to be where people are kind of taking some food and putting it into more large storage areas. And there seems to be someone kind of like helping out and directing people, just like, okay, we need that one to go over there, that's gonna go back over there. And did you seriously just harvest these by hand? Yes, this seems to be a drow man
Okay.
wearing a yeah.
We're over by management now.
Yes, this guy, he
Okay.
seems to that he's kind of calling shots down here.
Okay. Hello, excuse me.
Oh, yes, hello, can I help you?
How would we find our way down to the second basement?
Oh, you need to go down to the second base. Are you sure? Do you have business there?
Yeah, we, I guess I've got a piece of paper, this, from the High Council. I'll go ahead and show that to him.
Yeah, reads it over and says, okay, looks like you're looking for Mokhtar down there. And he says, okay, and by the way, if you're partial to your hands, don't put them in the cages. And he kind of leads you over to what seems to be the only, like, building structure in this area. And he
Okay.
opens it up, and it's literally just like a stairway down.
Oh,
So, good luck down there. Just be safe, just mind your limbs, and you won't lose them. That's not a threat, that's a warning.
that's foreboding.
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure that that they've got good safety security down there.
Do you not go down often enough to check?
Well, my job is to manage the farm.
Okay, so long as it's not an issue of fear, I'm good.
Oh, no. See, I'm not really much of a zookeeper.
Oh, good.
I mean, then
Let's
again, I'm
stop.
actually told that I'm not supposed to refer to it as the zoo, because that apparently encourages children to go down there and look. Huh.
More of a menagerie.
Yeah, that's a better term.
See, I guess we're heading on down.
Yes. Yeah, and so this is basically like oddly enough, a stone staircase, which is weird because almost everything else in the tree has
Has been wood.
tree.
Yeah.
Yep, and so this area, as you're going down, it seems to get darker, and once you go down for a while, it opens up into an area that's kind of paved with flagstone and lit by torches, and you realize something what he's talking about, because this area seems to be where they keep all the dangerous monsters.
Why would you keep them at all?
Well, what else are we going to do with them? You hear a Dragonborn man say.
in my hand.
Oh gosh.
Hello, are you Mokhtar?
Yes, my name is Mokhtar Dia.
I've got a paper here from the High Council. Not entirely sure what it is that we're to be doing, but we asked them for passage out of the
Yeah.
Feywild, and this is what they provided.
Oh ho. Today's your lucky day. Have you ever ridden on... No, wait, better question. Have you ever seen a manticore before?
I'm 90% sure I haven't. Has Thitch?
No, I haven't.
Well, it looks like today is definitely your lucky day. And so he leads you past some various creatures of all sorts of different shapes and sizes. Like you see what seems to be like a three-headed dog.
Oh, good.
Something that looks like a giant lizard.
It's an alligator?
Maybe. Yeah, yeah, some bizarre creature with one, two, three. Yeah, some bizarre dark creature with like 3 tails and what appears to be 6 legs.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, that one actually has a bit of a large cell. Yep, and says, be careful, don't antagonize the displacer beast.
Oh.
Yep, and so he leads you on for a while until you find what seems to be a lion asleep in a cage, except this lion has wings and a pointy tail.
Fun.
Yep, and says, okay then, I'm gonna open up this cage. Wait, before I do that, do either of you taste like manticore food?
What does manticore
What does
food
manticore
taste like?
Well, if I'm not able to subdue it, it tastes like whatever's in its way. He smiles and opens up the cage door. Yeah, and so then he gets in, and he kind of like gently beckons the manticore to wake up. Yep, there you go. There you go.
Is it like
Phoebus.
the nudging awake of a loving mother or the punting awake of an aggravated sibling?
Loving?
Okay.
He says, come on, Phoebus, we got work to do. Phoebus and I go way back.
Is that right?
Yep, don't worry, this is one of those not very violent manticores.
Not very?
So.
He doesn't answer.
Oh.
Says, well, come on then, we can't exactly go out the way you came. He wouldn't fit up the stairs.
Ah.
Yep. Yeah, and so now...
Wait, that begs a good question. Where do they come in and out from?
Oh, you'll see. And he says, and so he kind of climbs on top of it and sort of guides it into the hall. Well, come on up now.
Is there any kind of like procedure that I need to follow to get on there where he won't attack me, or?
Don't worry, he won't attack unless I tell him to.
Okay. I'm going to be very hesitant getting up here, especially considering I'm like frightened that my largeness is going to make it uncomfortable.
Yeah, don't worry, he has a saddle.
Is that supposed to help me?
That's supposed to make me feel better. I mean, they are a large beast, right? So.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I'm climbing up. I'm not happy about it, but I'm climbing up.
Yep, and he kind of helps you up and says, "Don't worry, as long." Have you? So to clarify, have you ridden on a regular lion?
No.
What?
Okay, just want to know what your experience is. And he says, by the way, do you see those handles? And he points at some of the handles along the saddle.
Yeah.
You may want to end up holding on to those.
Oh, good.
Yep. And so the Manticore just sort of starts to gently walk down further the hall, and after
This
about
hasn't
10
gotten
minutes,
on
he
yet.
beckons it to stop, and then he pulls out what appears to be a whistle. He blows into it 3 times, and the ceiling above you starts to lower.
Has Thitch gotten on yet?
Wait, he has, right?
Yeah, I thought I was. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
okay.
Yeah, it starts to lower in like a ramp formation.
It's a long ramp.
Yep. And he starts to walk up and they start to walk up together. Well, I guess all of you together.
Right.
And he says, "Well, welcome back out of the tree and back to the Feywild."
Oh,
Now,
good.
where
We've had such great experiences here.
where
Yeah.
specifically are you headed?
We're continuing on south, right? We came from the north.
You came from the east entrance, and we're headed westward.
Okay, so yeah, to the west,
Okay, you're
westward
headed
bit.
by Seawood Way. So, do you want to do that in the direct way or the up way?
What do those entail?
The up way is more fun.
I don't know if I like your definition of fun, but
Okay, tell you what. Do you want to go through the dangerous forest or over the dangerous forest?
yeah, over seems safer.
Okay, then hold on.
Oh god. I grip on with fear.
Yeah, and by the way, as soon as you hold on, you almost feel like you're not quite immobilized, but you almost feel like the saddle now feels like an extension of you.
Okay.
Thitch, are you also holding on?
Yeah. I guess I have to because
Yep.
I don't want to fall off. Unless I
and
am very that nimble.
The
and
Manticore
confident.
starts flapping its wings and it soars upwards
Oh my.
and starts just going straight up extremely quickly.
Oh,
Whoa! Let's touch the sky!
the sky
like
isn't
a
a physical,
tag-team
touchable
dragon.
object.
It's an expression. By the way, you might want to close your mouth.
That's fair. Wait, but he has to open his mouth and yell useless things that don't make sense?
I have training! Yep, and you just climb up and up and up. And after a while, you're able to see the whole of the 50-mile woods stretched out beneath you.
Hate that.
Let's see now. Both of you, are you going to be looking around or are your eyes sealed shut?
Oh no, my eyes are shut. I'm terrified.
Thitch?
I'm gonna try keeping them, but I don't think I can. I'm gonna roll for it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll Constitution.
You got a bug in your eye. Take 5 piercing.
Oh, no, this isn't an issue of getting bugs in your eye. This is just an issue of sheer terror.
Oh, fair enough.
Sheer terror. Here we go.
What'd you get?
It is not 20. Holy cow!
Yeah, you're just, like, suddenly everything clicks for you. This just feels amazing. Woohoo! Freedom! Take that, ground!
I want to get taken back to the ground.
Yeah, and you can actually see out in the west the ocean. And
Okay.
go ahead and make me a perception check to sort of look around.
How's a 13?
Okay, so yeah, with a 13, you're able to see some of the towns around you, and it kind of gives you like a nice perspective. You know, makes you realize, you know, everything's kind of connected, isn't it? We're all part of the same world.
I mean, I would hope so.
Yep. And then
Except
the
for that one
Manticore
island.
suddenly changes direction.
Ugh.
And by that I mean he starts going down instead of up.
Was he just nosediving?
Yep. And he says, by the way, do you have health insurance?
Oh.
What's health insurance?
Do you have resurrection insurance?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Are you immune to fall damage?
Absolutely not.
Because Phoebus just fell asleep.
What?
I'm
Wait,
kidding!
what?
He yells and pulls out of the nosedive.
Oh my god.
Then he just starts to circle around the Feywild, just slowly descending downwards until he lands outside of it, safely in front, directly on the main pathway, pointed towards Seawood, and you hear a familiar voice yell, "What on earth is that?" And you see that
Is it
Billy Queen is just camped out there.
Billy, I have never in my life been happy to see you except now.
Don't you mean you've never been happier to see me?
Whatever.
Yep, and the Dragonborn Moktar says, "Well, you're welcome. I do accept tips."
Here's a tip. Please fly slower.
Hey, you have to admit, that was probably the most exciting air trip you've ever had.
Definitely terrifying. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a gold.
Nice. Thank you.
So please never do that to me again.
Oh, it's probably the last time it's going to come up.
Good.
So, anything else you guys need for me?
No, thank you.
Yep.
I guess. Thank you.
Oh, here, don't forget your barrel of wine.
Yes, thank you.
He hands it to you. I'm just going to assume you brought that with.
Oh, absolutely.
Thitch, did you enjoy a glass of it in the air?
I'm a little stunned. I mean, like, I guess I'm okay. Yeah, I guess I enjoyed it.
Yep, first class travel.
Is that what you call that?
Yep. Well, thank you for riding Air Mokhtar. Please reach out to me for all of your Manticore needs.
Okay. I'll
Yep.
keep you in mind.
And he flies away again.
Oh gosh.
Well, that was a terrifying experience.
Do you want to get on the horse carriage then?
Yes, that's on the ground. I'm okay with that one.
Oh, didn't I tell you? I augmented it so that way it can fly, and we now have Pegasi.
No. Change it back.
I'm kidding, but wouldn't that be fun though?
It would be, because it wouldn't be at hellish speeds.
And you see him write something down.
No.
Get
so yeah,
nightmares to pull carriage.
actually, that'd be fine, because they don't fly either, do they?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. That'd be fine. That'd be really fun, too.
Yep.
Until they run into something with the carriage.
Hey, wait, where's Geralt?
He, apparently teleported out of the tree while we were not with him.
Did he have other things to do?
Apparently. Didn't even register his portal with the council, which is apparently something you're supposed to do here.
Oh, yeah, you can get hit with big fines for that.
Huh.
Yep. Well, okay, that feels like a good place to wrap this up.
Yeah.
And, by the way, Chris, this is your 1-year anniversary of having joined our D&D adventure.
Oh gosh.
How does it feel? You've been able to have a D&D campaign last an entire year so far.
When was the last time I did that?
Have you ever?
I thought we did, unless if it was a half-year anniversary. But oh well.
Yeah.
What was it? No, we didn't go that long, did we?
No.
Oh dang.
Nope. But yeah, so episode 49, your 1-year anniversary, pretty exciting. And you got to fly on a manticore.
Ooh.
I would say that was the most exciting. It was not the most enjoyable. because exciting doesn't necessarily mean good.
Yep.
Earthmover is traumatized.
Well, on that note, I've been your host and Dungeon Master Drew, and I'm being joined by
Earthmover.
and
Thitch.
bye.